is a man whose wives like to thump his head.
Man, people are loud. Anyway, what was I gonna do now? Oh yes, we're gonna hand in the quest. We're gonna hand in the quest where the guy was using the testicles of the statue as an aphrodisiac. And we're gonna see if he's actually gonna give him up. And if he's not, well, I may have to take a certain pair of testicles from him, if you know what I'm saying. Alright. If I hear them going at it before I go in there, I'm gonna be like... Hello, Hughes. Are you there? Hey there, my boy. How you doing?
I'm back.
Shh, shh. Not so loud. You wake her. She'll want another go.
Wake who? Rosalinda?
Louisa.
Oh my god.
She's voracious. Got an inexhaustible appetite. But I'm tapped out. What's it matter that the spirit is willing when the flesh is simply spent? My heart near leapt out of my chest last time.
That's what you get.
Here, you must take the testes, and Lebioda grant your strength, as I dare say you will need it.
I'll try. Now where's Yennefer? And on this day, Geralt retrieved the dreaded testicles. Alright, let's go get them back. I'm glad with that outcome. He had so much banging that he was tuckered out from banging. Now everyone wins. Oh god, what the hell just happened? Alright, you're still sweeping. I'm proud of you. It's been days.
Well, have you recovered Reginald's family jewels?
Yeah,
Yep,
damn
got them
right.
back.
Lepioda's luscious lips, it's them! It's really them! I hope this modest reward nonetheless conveys the extent of my gratitude.
Gratitude!
Look in on us tomorrow for the grand reopening. You shall stroke Reginald at no charge. On the house.
Oh, thank god, my dreams are coming true. Alright, we did it. I'm proud of us. And now we will finally continue on with the bloody story. Good lord. Man, that bot is going ham on the move. Hello, boys. I have arrived, and I would like to know what we are doing in this fine establishment, Regis.
Regis!
Oh, Regis, whatever.
Damn it. Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
Okay, it's probably that cave marker on my map. Let's take a look at that. Well, what the hell's Regis doing? I'm supposed to, like, frickin' meet up and stuff. He's not answering the door? Oh, I guess this is it. And... oh... I swear to God if there's no water down here. Ah! Try again. Oh god. Hey, oh god, what are you? Kikimore? I've heard about you. I don't know what you are, but... oh, this is not dank at all, boys. Oh, I'm burning something of theirs. Sorry. Oh, bollocks, there's a lot of... okay, I'm gonna Quen. Oh, frickin'. Oh, no, this is bad, this is really bad. God, I'm getting way too reckless with my... No. Oh, God, that was close. Alright. So I heard of Kikimore's in, what, the Witcher board game? Never actually seen him. Also, apparently I can melt these. I'm sure it's not gonna do it. Because if they respawn, then I'm gonna cry. That's what you get for having children, people. Oh, why? Now I instantly regret doing this. What the friggin' hell? It like uses a psychic blast. Also, why is my health bar green? Why is my health bar green? Shit. Oh, I'm right here, and I'm in the middle of a fight. Good lord. Who frickin' Ray? We did it, Reddit. Alright, so we're gonna try again with this Kiki more crap. Right there. And, well, I want to give it another shot. I mean, I'm not some sort of pansy, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Hello. Right. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're making our dreams come true. Da da da, lum da dee dee la dee dum ba da. Oh, I'm poisoned. That's why my thing's going down. Oh! Whoa! Cool. Oh no, that ain't good. Hit him from the back. Oh god, I need to stop. I need to just learn to love. And finish him off! We did it. I'm proud of me, and only me. I put in all the work in, goddamn. Blood moss. The mossiest of blood. What's this? Oh, that definitely looks like a thing. Will Odd break this down? Shit, yeah, it will. Hello, uh-oh.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Yeah. Writers.
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Dettlaff wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Oh.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out, but Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
Alrighty.
It's Dettlaff's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
I would like to know how. Why would he want his hand back when he just grew back another? What do you want to use the hand for? The ring? What's its provenance? Can't you just summon Dettlaff? What do you want to use the hand for? That's the biggest question in my mind.
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kobinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Remind me.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy of Kermoran, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kobinarius never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Interesting. So we're gonna, like, take some dream brew and go on a wicked journey? Sure, why not, but what's the ring for? Looks like it has a serpent on it.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Interesting. But speaking of your old friend, can't you just ask him to come and be buds?
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
Sure. I mean, I trust you, but why do I get the feeling that we're gonna have to go to that last resort? And I have a really sick feeling in my stomach that that person... I mean, it probably won't be, but if that person is gone to Rodim, I'm gonna throw myself out of a one-story window.
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's Mamoon glands. The closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Oh my god, is it gonna curl? Yeah, there you go. It gives the camera a finger. It's a beautiful looking crow.
What was that?
A raven? Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless. So, perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
I mean, we napped before we got here, so let's have a drink.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Seems you chose to misunderstand. I don't want to talk. This is set up trying to get me to confess something. Got a lot of secrets. I mean, I do want to talk to him. These ones seem pretty similar. Number 2?
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets.
Ooh.
Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
No less of him. Maybe there's something you want to ask me, something specific. Where have you been? What are you doing? What's it like being dead? How are you handling abstinence? Not drinking blood. What's regeneration like? Well, let's just go down the list.
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Oh.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seems I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
So does that mean this is taking place after the events of the base game? Because I'm curious, because there is an ending, spoiler alert, there is an ending which would make it literally impossible for that to happen. What's it like being dead, by the way?
Gotta ask you the big question. What everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
Very wise, Mr. Geralt. But, how are you handling not being a blood drinker, which is kind of what vampires are known for?
Got a new life, a new body. That give you a new start, blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity's a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Thanks, bro. You're a real bro. Well, what's regeneration, my dear?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detloff recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
Oh.
For a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard.
Thanks, friend.
We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Why was it zooming in on that grave? Is that some sort of significance I'm supposed to be recognizing? Maybe there's something you want to ask me, something specific?
Alright, give you one question. What do you want to know?
That's a bit unfair.
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count.
Oh, you better, mate.
If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Would Geralt want to be a witcher or not? I think it'd be more interesting to say someone else.
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that'd earn me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
In the meantime, let's drink some more, because that bottle seems damn endless. Gary the Crow has returned. And off he goes. Hey, man.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
We're having a very distant conversation. As far as I know.
As far as I know, none. Now what you got for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white.
What?
It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
Well, I'm more curious about the white.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons.
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. Or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Well, what is this about a curse?
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something.
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt. I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the white's saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Maybe someone cursed another person to be haunted by a white. Well, let's take a look.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that white. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the white will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the white to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Man, Regis is freaking cool. Read the bestiary to learn more about spotted whites. Why is most toxicity so high? Okay, let's take a look at the spotted whites. Because I have no idea what the bloody hell they look like. Or sound like. Or whatever the shit. Necrophages. Spotted white. Oh, okay. And here's a regular white. They say the dead like quiet. I don't know about the dead, but whites certainly do. Though whites are ghastly and threatening in appearance, one should not approach them with sword drawn or attack them unprovoked. Left alone, they present no serious danger to anyone and are far more interested in mixing noxious brews and cauldrons than in fighting. This species mainly lives around ancient burial sites, though they have also been spotted near more recently founded cemeteries and wherever mass graves can be found. Whites spend the winter months in a state of lethargy, very similar to human sleep. They live in strictly solitary lives. In fact, it is practically unheard of for these creatures to appear in groups. Yet when they fear their territory is threatened, and it is enough for one to step foot in a white's territory for it to feel it threatened, whites transform into dangerous foes and even abandon their solitary ways to summon other monsters to their aid. And if I were to fight one of these, it'd be Necrophage, Oil, and Axie. And this spotted white. The best defense against spotted whites? Stay calm and leave them alone. Fragment of a treatise on spotted whites by Roderick Gilligan. Spotted whites were a subspecies of white, which the witches drove to extinction. They were larger than their unspotted kin and owed their names to their numerous blotches and infusions. Spotted whites would most often dwell in derelict cemeteries and empty wildernesses, yet at times took to living in abandoned human domiciles. They would indulge in their greatest passion, creating brews from their own emissions. When not disturbed, spotted whites would not act aggressively. If threatened, however, they became very dangerous indeed. In colder months or when faced with an unseasonable chill, they would slip into a state of lethargy, making them easy targets. Even during their active periods, it is said the witches found a surefire way of besting them, based around careful casting of the Jurden sign, or at least so claims witcher lore. I don't want to have to fight a white if I can help it. I'd rather just let it be alone. Maybe try and talk to it? I have no idea. But where the hell is this white, anyway? It is a hop, skip, and a jump this way. So, we will head there, and we'll see what the balls is up. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!